Madison has a higher cost of living, even though it's an awesome place to live. Let's break down where Madison, Wisconsin ranks in terms of cost of living. Hey there, my name is Mark Gladue. I'm a broker associate with Lauer Realty Group and a realtor right here in Madison, Wisconsin. And I always get this question from people who are thinking about living in Madison, Wisconsin, and that is, what is the cost of living? When we look at the cost of housing in Madison, right, we know that the average cost of a single family home is $451,000. But Madison right now for a one-bedroom apartment is ranking at about $1,300 a month. And if you're looking for a two-bedroom apartment here in the Madison, Wisconsin area, it is over $1,900 a month to rent that. So you can see the cost of living here in Madison is about equal to or just less than places like Minneapolis and Chicago, but it's greater than places like Milwaukee and Des Moines and Dubuque. The cost of living is more than just what you pay to purchase or rent your home. Wisconsin has a little bit lower tax rate on gasoline. And that means that our gas is actually cheaper than a lot of Midwestern cities. So for example, if you go into Chicago or Minneapolis or another major city, gas is gonna be quite a bit higher because they have a different tax rate than we do here in Madison, Wisconsin. So it won't break the bank if you decide to take a road trip up to Door County or go see your friends in Minneapolis or Chicago. So the cost of groceries here in Madison tends to average at about 2% higher than the national average. And we do have a lot of different stores to choose from, so it really is dependent upon personal taste. We have Whole Foods, we have Trader Joe's. Along those same lines, we also have Costco and we have Aldi. If you're looking for that higher end, possibly all organic purchase, you might even be looking at the Willie Street Co-op, which is a wonderful store, and I recommend it highly if you're looking for some of the best produce and meat in town. However, if you're looking to spend just a little bit less, then the local markets like Metro Market or Costco or Aldi or Century might be a better option if you're looking to spend a little bit less on your groceries. So let's talk about keeping the lights on, keeping the TV on when you want to watch the Packers, and if you're getting a drink water, what do utilities average here in Madison, Wisconsin? Well, I can tell you that they average about 9% more. So if you're looking to make a budget when you're purchasing and or renting here in the Madison area, then you'll be looking at paying for gas, electric, water, sewer, and trash. So there's nothing more permanent than death and taxes, and that is no different when it comes to the cost of living in Madison, Wisconsin. The sales tax in Madison is actually quite a bit less than your counterparts in Chicago and Minneapolis. It's 5.5% here in Madison, it's 10.25% in Chicago, and in Minneapolis, it's 9%. However, on the flip side, the annual property tax is gonna be something you wanna pay attention to. Remember when I talked about the cost of living expense for buying a home, on average, would be $450,000 in Madison, Wisconsin? If you take that $20 per thousand, it means you're paying anywhere between $7,000 to $9,000 annually for your property taxes. When you're budgeting, make sure that you realize that this is an annual cost, and so you wanna break that down monthly. So we rank actually number 3 behind Chicago and Detroit as one of the most expensive places to live in the Midwest. If you're thinking about moving to Madison, Wisconsin, make sure that you know the breakdown of what your living expenses are so that you can feel more comfortable about making that decision. So while Madison, Wisconsin may be in the top 3 for most expensive places to live, we have amazing parks. We have bike trails beyond bike trails. We also have people who are fiercely loyal to the University of Wisconsin and those Badgers, and people who are moving in by the thousands. And there's a reason for that. The quality of life is absolutely amazing. So even though the cost of living may be just a little bit more expensive and you'll have to budget for that, I think that Madison, Wisconsin would be the perfect place for you to start. If you like this video, make sure to go down and subscribe, hit that little bell so that you can be notified anytime there is a new video. And as always, if you have other questions about other costs that you might incur when purchasing a home in Madison, Wisconsin, you can feel free to call, text, or email, and we'd be more than happy to help.